Hey guys, it's Vince from CG Vinyl Studio, and today I want to discuss a project idea that we've gotten asked numerous times about. But before I do, I want to apologize for the long delay in posting another video from our previous video. We've been expanding greatly, and especially with the holiday season, things have been hectic. Mainly due to you guys, which we're really grateful for. But that being said, it does take time away from doing these type of demonstrated videos. So overall, I want to keep the video series, of course, going. I want you guys to have as many ideas as possible and know what's possible with our substrates. So just to cover real briefly what we have here and give you a little history on the photo and why we chose it. The holidays are, of course, coming. This image is from 1913. It's from the Nebraska State Historical Society. And you can see here it says Mrs. Lush's dining room, and the woman in the center, of course, is Miss Lush. The people in the photo are her family, and you can see here these baskets, they're actually full of food. And she was one of the first soup kitchens to donate food to the needy during Thanksgiving, which we thought was really cool. And of course, being we like the photo, this is no different than what you could do yourself. Using our pro-grade glossy vinyl, we then printed the photo, contour cut it after laminating, of course, with our 3M 8518. And after that was completed, we applied the graphic to our dish that we found, and after cleaning it off, of course, and then, of course, applied a epoxy resin to seal the image in. We get lots of questions about how to make graphics last virtually indefinitely or to apply them to substrates that have a lot of run, a lot of wear. That being said, we know that epoxy resin is definitely going to give you guys the longevity you're looking for. It's a process that really is not too tedious. Once you apply the epoxy resin, you wait probably 3 days for it to fully cure. You usually can handle it within 8 to 10 hours. Overall, we used about 4 ounces on this dish to accomplish this look. You can see how glossy this is. Now in this instance, we're just using this dish as a display item, so we did not use the FDA approved epoxy resin. However, if you did want to actually serve food on the dish, you could use the FDA version, which is actually a decontaminated version with the chemical process, so that you could serve food on it. It's the same thing they do in local bars for tabletops and the actual bar slides themselves. So, I mean, it's really just a matter of what application you want to use them for. We've had clients use this method after discussing it on numerous surfaces. Some of the features have been on cell phone cases for maximum durability. Another one was small furniture, even large furniture you can print out. We've had clients do chessboards, checkerboards, anything you can think of. Another really cool application that I like is skateboard chassis. They'll take skateboards and actually print out the substrates, print with the same substrates, I should say, contour cut them with the graphics on them, and then apply them no different than the dish, go over it with the epoxy resin, and there you go. You have a new product. You can do that, like I said, virtually with anything. It's just a matter of what you can think of. Another really cool option is using it on small furniture. The small furniture option we've seen sports teams done where you could do end tables, print it out, and you've got an amazing end table. We've seen them backlit. They've actually put LEDs in the tables to light up different images. You could do, I mean, it's pretty much endless. But you can see when it's applied correctly what you can actually have. And like I said, the hardest part of this whole process is the drying time. It takes the longest, but making something completely unique, it gives you guys the options at home. You're using all pro-grade materials. The epoxy resin, you can buy it at Michael's, you can buy it at Amazon. They're all virtually the same. Make sure you get a crystal clear one. That's the big thing. Overall, I believe we used Evertex. That's the one we used, and we've had really good luck with that. You can definitely see the sheen here is just amazing. But again, it expands the use of what graphics can actually do. I can't express it enough. You can use the vinyl on virtually anything. We've seen it done on computer cases. I've seen it done a couple times with the epoxy resin on computer cases with Star Wars images, different images with Call of Duty, you name it. I mean, gamers seem to love it, and like I said, it really opens up huge doors if you're dealing with RC vehicles, whether it be aircraft or cars, mainly cars, where you're dealing with different types of dirt and water and whatnot. This epoxy idea works really well on those bodies as well, the polycarbonate bodies. The only issue you'll have is that the body will become really stiff from the epoxy. That being said, unless the body takes a massive shock, it usually will be durable enough to hold up, and the graphics once again will last a very long time in comparison to where you're dealing with normal abrasion. So it's just something to really think about. But for normal display, nothing is going to touch this. I mean, if you were doing, we've also had clients do wedding photos, which really come out nice depending upon what we've seen it even done on books, where the guest signature book is done with the wedding photo over it, and then they actually go over with the resin, and it really comes out nice. I mean, it's something that'll last indefinitely, and it's a memento that definitely the bride and groom will have forever. And most of the time, they can do it themselves and save a fortune, and that's the big thing. Giving you guys professional results, either for products or your own personal use. That is another option, and that's why we said that I really wanted to do a video. I wanted something that you guys could see the difference as far as what kind of outcome you can have. So I hope the video has been helpful. Once again, I do apologize for the delay. I definitely plan on doing more videos. Joanna's been extremely busy. I myself have been very busy as well. We actually own 2 businesses, so it gets very difficult. But if you guys have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. We'll put our link to the studio down below. And again, Joanna is always there to answer your questions. And if she doesn't know, usually we work together and we'll figure it out. And if that doesn't work, we'll get on the phone and we'll talk and we'll figure out your ideas. So once again, I hope this has been helpful. I thank you for your time. Take care.